All right. We are now live. We got Silly Billy up in the chat. How's it going? Let me take out my earbuds here. Take these out. Don't need them. We got sound right here. And by sound, I mean, like, I don't have game sound. So, yeah. I'm doing good. How about you? It was a long day. I'll just say that. It was a very long day. But the one thing that kept me going is Pokopia was out today, so I gotta listen to that while I was at work. Sorry to hear that. It's fine. I am not gonna get too much into the details, but the new person that we've been training is not a good fit for my area, right? So, yeah. We've been dealing with that. Yeah, then we had a few people that left too, so I was bouncing between spots. So I was literally in charge of like 4 separate jobs while trying to keep everything running smoothly. And oh boy. Yeah, they gave me the opportunity to stay 2 hours extra later. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm going home. I'm going home and I am taking a nap before I stream. And boy, let me tell you, that nap was needed. That nap was so needed, chat. Oh, but who's ready? We're probably gonna stream Pokopia tomorrow, by the way. I think it goes live tonight at midnight. But we're gonna stream it tomorrow. And with everything that I saw, I was listening to Ruffle Rowlet play, and boy, let me tell you, it looks like a lot of freaking fun. Like, I'm not the biggest, like, Animal Crossing person, but, like, the extra stuff that they have added to this seems really up my alley. So, I'm stoked. I am stoked. Oh, it's like the lore. Yeah, I heard it's really fun. The lore is really weird, too. Like, something tells me it connects to Winds and Waves in some degree. I think there's a connection between Pokopia and Winds and Waves. ShiningBlue, welcome on in. How you doing, buddy? I almost pushed the wrong button.
Hello there.
How you doing, buddy? I'm really hoping we can at least get the Charmander today, though. Like, I am crossing my fingers. I want this thing. Hello there. You know, I should have, like, a few different hello there's so I can at least change it up. Like, we could have, like, Obi-Wan going, like... Hello there. I did not do it justice. I did not do it justice. I'm sorry, chat. Beat the Elite Four. Well, that was kind of like my thing, right? I was hoping we would be able to get all the starters. And then that way... Why is the level gap so big? I don't know. I've never really noticed. Because, like, to be fair, like, every time I've played through, like, red, blue, yellow, fire, red, leaf, green, I used to fight, like, every single trainer. Like, I would find, like, every trainer, and I would fight them, and I would be in a good position. But, I don't know. I've never really ran into the issue with, like, a big level gap. Even, like, people said, like, Sabrina, too, was always, like, a big issue. I've never had many issues with Sabrina. 5560. Wait, that's not so bad. That's only, like, 10 levels more. Winds and Waves looks disappointing. With it being 30 frames, I could definitely see why people are saying that. I am pretty much, like, holding my... How do I say it? How do I say this? I think it looks good for the moment until we see more. I don't think it looks all that bad. If you think about it, look at the reveal trailer, and we actually did this. Look at the reveal trailer for Scarlet and Violet, and then look at the reveal trailer for Sword and Shield. Like, none of them look as appealing now as, like, what Winds and Waves does. At least we're getting a little bit something interesting just with, like, the underwater, the sea. It is kind of weird that we're back in the, you know, we're on a Switch 2, right? And we're still looking at 30 frames. There's just no good wild Pokemon EXP farm locations. There's all the wild Pokemon are level 30. Yeah, no. It's the best area for you to... the best area to farm that I came into with Fire Red Leaf Green was just, like, the entrance of the Victory Road. Yeah, it's 30 frames. Like, as long as it's stable... and it's not Scarlet and Violet, I think we're good. I think the thing with Scarlet and Violet, they're being too ambitious with their open world. Like, as you guys know, I do not like Scarlet and Violet. Like, I like the idea of the open world, but there was nothing that really made it... the world felt dead. The world just felt dead, right? That was my big thing. And then on top of that, too, it's... between the dead world and how, like, it runs better now on Switch 2. But even, like, now on Switch 1, it runs, like, it runs bad. It runs really bad. As long as we don't get into that territory, I feel like I would be okay. Doesn't really need 60 frames. No, exactly. In winds and waves, there should be checking security cameras. Oh, no, that's... bruh, no. If you want that, you could go buy FNAF. Like, I'm okay if they had something in the line of, like, oh, well, you could post a security camera in this spot where Pokemon randomly change or whatever. Like, that would be cool. Fine with that, but we don't need Pokemon FNAF. The world felt dead because there... well, I wouldn't say zero textures. It's just, it felt like there was nothing really interesting happening just in the world itself. Like, that was definitely a huge thing right there. Am I the only one here that actually enjoys Scarlet and Violet? Hey, I will say this. The shiny hunting at Scarlet and Violet, I will say, is fun. Just my standard playthrough, though. Dude, Area 0, by the way, I loved Area 0. There's good aspects that I really like about Scarlet and Violet. But, like, I will never be able to do a playthrough of it again. I just can't. Also, yeah, how's it going?
Hello there.
I'd love a Switch 2 version of 11 stars. To be fair, I would like that too, but I wouldn't hold my breath. The Pokemon Company has a bunch of other stuff they're working on. And I wouldn't be surprised if we hear about a hidden project later this year or next year. I wouldn't be surprised. People were reacting, where did the bunny go on their first playthrough? Wait, what bunny? But everything else is really bad. They also flopped with the lore as well. I like the lore with, like, with the DLC. Like, you go to the Crystal Pond or whatever with the book, and it's, like, pretty much a time loop, right? Like, that was kind of cool. But, I don't know. I feel like... like, the lore could have been worse. I was not a fan of, like, the evil team. It was just a bunch of bullied kids. Like, I'm okay with, like, evil teams, like, say, for example, if we're going the route of Team Skull. Like, not the way that I would like an evil team to go, but, like, with something like that, it's okay. But if we're just doing a group of, like, bullied kids, I wish they would have done something a smidge different with it. Like, I don't know, instead of, like, oh, well, don't worry, we'll bring you back in the fold, right? Like, they shouldn't have done that. They should have done something, like, a little bit different. I can't think of anything, like, off the top of my head, but it was kind of disappointing. I just got Fire Red for the Switch. Hey, let's go! Are you gonna be just doing a standard playthrough, or are you gonna be doing some shiny hunting? I hear a bunch of people are still stuck in the lab like me, so at least I feel good about that. They had crazy build-up for Terapagos. At the end, it turned out to be nothing but puddle in a lab, leading to a Pokemon. Well, and here's the thing, though. I wish we would have gotten, like, a little bit more written lore with Terapagos as well. Like, that could have been cool. And then, I'm trying to think, like, what was the deal with Ogre Pond? like, Ogre was such, like, a out there legendary to be added to a DLC. Like, I feel like it didn't add to the region at all. Normally, when we get DLCs, it'll say something about, like, oh, well, the Calyrex, whatever, right? There's a reason why that it was there. But if you're looking at, like, Ogrepod, right? I wish they could have done something a little bit different to tie Ogrepod into Scarlet and Violet's region. No, Ogrepod's a great legendary. I will definitely say that. The mask changing, it'll be interesting to see how they do that now that terrestrialization's gone. But there's so many cool hits and Easter eggs with Area Zero, and it turned out to be nothing. Hey, Area Zero was such a fun area to explore, though. I loved it. That and the fact that they actually added, like, flying, like, full-on flying around the area was definitely something cool. Like, even the gliding, like, I'm good with just the gliding. Like, we don't need, like, full-on, like, flying where we gotta go straight up all the time. But I don't like Ogrepon. See, I actually don't mind Ogrepon. It's one of those things at first I saw it and I'm like, no. But then I saw it without the mask, like with the eyes. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's adorable. Yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm hoping with Winds and Waves, like, what would be kind of cool where, like, oh, like, we got your standard routes, and then, like, the big areas or, like, islands or whatever you're gonna be exploring, they're, like, the size of, like, Legends Arceus or whatever. Like, it's the size of, like, one or two of those areas put together. Has more importance in Kitakami than Ogrepod. Well, here's the thing, though. Could Ogrepod have came from another region and was just basically, like, it was brought over by someone else? That could be possible. Fabregos is so cool. I don't know about its stellar form, though. It was kind of disappointing. I was kind of hoping for it to be, like, big and scary for Terapagos, but it's still adorable. I like it. That's probably, like, my favorite legendary for Scarlet and Violet. Pecharunt too. Oh, I need to do the Pecharunt quest. Like, I did not do the Pecharunt story yet. I have the item, but I never did it. Yeah, it shows how far behind I am with trying to get a lot of this stuff done. Yeah, I probably should be getting the Pecharunt just to do it before I completely forget about it. I never did Pecharunt either. Yeah, I don't know, like, the DLC, like, I'm happy they did, like, an event for, like, oh, here's a mythical. Oh, well, there's an event for it. The event just didn't look very fun. I feel like if they would have introduced it, like, as soon as the DLC came out, instead of making people wait for it a little bit, I think people would have been more likely to do it. I bought the DLC just to hunt all the legendaries, and they shiny locked them all. Yeah, all the Pokemon games going forward, you always just have to expect that the starters and the legendaries are going to be shiny locked. That's something I came to notice. It's infinite, so don't rush. No, I'm not. It's one of those things, Andreas, where I'm not like, oh, they're going to shut it down or whatever. They won't. I already have the items, so they can't anyways, even if they tried. But I'm just going to end up forgetting about it. That's kind of why I'm like, maybe I should do it now. And also, hi, Andres. How's it going?
Hello there.
Welcome to Professor Oak's simulator. Don't worry, we'll probably see Professor Oak's lab tomorrow, too, with a little bit of Pokopia. The event is DLC, so not going away. It better not. Normally past game legendaries aren't locked because they aren't used. No, exactly. No, I feel like using shinies for marketing is a very smart move. But at the same time, I feel like Game Freak, like, from a business standpoint, they don't do it right. The best thing I think to do would just be getting rid of all the shiny locks just all together. And then they could just release, like, oh, here's the shiny legendary with a special boost that you can only get here with a mark. They could do something like that, I feel like could be solid. That and some people just don't, like, a lot of, like, normal people, they don't want to have to shiny hunt. After Sword Shield. Wait, what do you mean after? I feel like, I'm gonna say this now. I feel like they kind of killed shiny hunting for a lot of people. Just for the fact of how easy it is, or how fast you can get shinies. Not easy, but how fast you can get them. I've definitely noticed a lot of people went to older games. Pretty much as soon as, like, the big targets were gone, like, Family of 3 Mouseholds, 3-segmented Dunsparce, the level 100 Magikarp. As soon as, like, the big targets were gone, a lot of people went to older games again. Hope the other ports have it. I guarantee you, they're not going to bring these games... Well, to be fair, not all the events are actually in this game. We still have Altering Cave. The Altering Cave stuff is non-functioning. I don't know if we qualify that as an event or not, but... Let's see. Nothing. They implemented shinies into their game storyline. Make shinies incredibly easy to get, so they don't even feel cool to catch. No, that's why, like, for me, like, whenever I'm shiny hunting, I have to get a shiny with a mark. Like, a mark that I actually like or seems fitting for the Pokemon. Like, whenever I shiny hunt on Scarlet and Violet, that's mainly what I go at now. I'll go for marks, too. Why can't I load up? That's fair. Just pulled an animate shiny Dratini. Wait. From the game corner? Also, Boar, welcome on in.
Hello there.
Here, I'm gonna do my count now. Dude, have you been keeping tabs on timer and counter? Because that's probably gonna be, like, one of our next hunts as soon as we get the Bulbasaur 2. Is I want to do a bunch from the game corner or reviving of fossils. Yeah, but why can I load up Legend ZA at 550 shinies in an hour? Oh, you could probably find more than that, let's be real. There's a sweet spot where shinies were kind of beginner friendly, but also not easy to get. I do like full SO, nothing be... Yeah, no, like... It's one of those things, like, I'm okay with the 1 in 4,000 odds for the newer games. But it all depends on how many Pokemon you're finding. Like, for example, right? We're getting 5 Pokemon, right? 5 Pokemon per encounter, and we're doing, I would say, roughly, like, 700 to 800 a stream. Now, if we were doing this in ZA or whatever, you know how many shinies we'd be finding just due to the rates are cut in half, and then you're running into, like, 16 Pokemon? A buddy of mine, Professor X, actually did a challenge where, basically, he was hunting on a 16 GameCubes, and then his brother was hunting on, 1 copy of Sword and Shield with sandwiches. The Switch still won. Kind of obnoxious. 200 Pokemon in a minute. Exactly. Well, here, in the span of a minute, you can maybe run into... Well, if you're doing 1 switch, you could probably run into 3. Or Scarlet and Violet sandwiches. My bad. It's been a long day. Today I got a shiny Viole. Brilliant Diamond? I don't think you can hunt Viole Diamond. Jet 7 says, dude, I love the SOS method. The SOS method, and then the Horde encounters. I liked the Horde encounters in X and Y. That was a fun time. It can be tedious with the Pokemon. It's a low call rate, though. It can, but that's what makes it fun. They need to add more interesting or hard hunts, I feel like. If they're going to be leaving the odds like what it is for, like, Scarlet and Violet, they need to have a lot more interesting targets that are harder to get. That way, the people who love shiny hunting got something to sink their teeth into. While a lot of the people that are just you know, starting to shiny hunt, learning, or like the lower odds, have something to do. I would rather have it come back to like, you know, like odds like this. I'd rather see this, to be fair. But it's one of those things. People are going to hunt the way they want to hunt. I'm not going to give them crap for it. But at least we got, you know, the older games we can go back to. So at least there's that. Multiple 2-hour streams with no shinies. And that's been like us. Like the past 3 streams, we have not found a shiny. And I'm using 5 systems on top of that too. That's like 5 rolls. Or 5,670 encounters. It's all about luck. If the luck sucks, you won't get anything. Well, and if you think about it, like our very first stream, right? It was 1,260 something encounters. And we got our shiny Squirtle, right? Shiny female Squirtle. But with this one, it's taking way longer. So it's one of those things. It's a roll of a dice. My first shiny was Psyduck in a horde. Dude, I remember my first shiny in it was Pokemon Sapphire. It was a Roselia. We thought it was a glitch. Me and my friend, we saw it. We thought it was a glitch, so I caught it just to be safe. I still have that very same Roselia to this day. They're kind of the old school hunts without alpha power or sparkling power. Shiny Leo Male. Increase base odds back to... See, I think ShiningBlue, that would be a good idea. With the amount of encounters we're getting, if we went back to 1 in 8,000, and then we're adding the, say for example, we're adding sandwiches back in, right? I feel like that could bring it to a decent way where the hunt will still feel somewhat rewarding. Or actually, no. Better yet. Have the base odds that, but then have the shiny charm literally slashed it in half. And then you could add the sandwiches, and you could make it like a 1 in 1,000. And then you could have it just be like 1 in 1,000, where it's gonna take like twice as long, for example, to find a shiny. But it's still nothing like outlandishly horribly long. That could be a good way to bridge the gap for a lot of the old school hunters and the new hunters. Yeah, no, I would love to go back and do some hunts for ZA, but I think a lot of people had enough. I think a lot of people had enough of ZA already for shiny hunting. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see that many people shiny hunting on it. I'm sorry, BT was a typo. No. You're good, you're good. What game did you get that on, though, Yaya? Oh, my goodness. And still nothing. That's why I love Sword Shield hunting. You could have something really, you could have some really long hunts, but it was also beginner friendly. I would like to see something like that come back. That, or, you know what would be interesting? Do like what Sword and Shield did with their overworld Pokemon, right? Where you'd see them walking around, but you wouldn't know if they're shiny unless you ran into them. Like, to be fair, I personally would find that very annoying, but it would be a way to add extra time to a hunt. I don't know. There's got to be some ways to make hunts feel more rewarding. Like, that's why I hope Marks come back. Because I might just become a Mark Hunter. Genuinely might just become a Mark Hunter. There's no cutscene after a battle. I think I would like that, though. Yeah, if, like, Marks or Ribbons come back, like, I'll probably become a Ribbon Hunter. Yesterday I got Fire Red. Wait. You got the shiny Game Corner Dratini. No. Wait. No, that wasn't you. That was more. I forgot that was more. Jeez, I am like all over the place, chat. My brain just does not compute right now. Oh, dude, I am so excited for Pokopia tomorrow, chat. Is it, for anyone that's got a Switch 2, are they thinking about getting Pokopia? That's why there's no marks. For ZA, like, the Legends games, I understand. I understand why there's no marks. But it's one of those things, like, got a day off tomorrow? Lucky. Dude, I still have to go to work. But I am going to play the crap out of it. I don't work on Friday. It sounds like Friday they're forcing my line to not show up again. So lucky me, that happened to be last week, and it's gonna happen to be this week. So I got like all day to play Pokopia. Like, no joke, like, I can't remember the last time I felt this excited for a spin-off of a Pokemon. Well, I guess new Pokemon Snap. And Red and Blue Rescue Team DX. But besides for those two, I can't remember the last time I was excited for a Pokemon spin-off. Especially since the last ones I remember was Pokken Tournament and Detective Pikachu. Yeah. I was gonna say, is the Metacritic score still saying that Pokopia is like the highest rated Pokemon game of all time? Is it still saying that, by the way? Oh my goodness. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, they added like mystery gifts and stuff too. I noticed Pokopia because I was listening to Ruffled Rowlet playing today. And thank goodness he did because, like I said, it was a very, very long day for me. And that was the only thing that kept me from snapping at people. Oh, gee, I was just getting so frustrated. A lot of people got it early. I guess Pokemon Company is confident in the game doing really well. Well, I heard it's actually a lot of people doing, like, the Australian account thing. So, I was gonna say, I know people that are playing right now, like, for streams, that's how they're doing it. But, no, the game is gonna do amazing. I can already tell. I feel like a lot of people that have a Switch 2 are gonna buy it. But I don't think it's gonna be a game that's gonna move Switch 2 units, like, to get people to upgrade. Not streamers, video creators. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Like, Austin John posted out a video earlier today, and he already had 90 hours into the game. I'm gonna buy Pokopia, but I don't intend to play it that much. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna buy it, and I feel like it would just be like a fun stream game. So I plan on getting it and playing it. And then just, oh, I got a little free time. You know what? I'll play a little bit, whatever, type of thing. Oops. I did not mean unrelated. What is this? The Switch version of Fire Red Leaf Green? If so, does the Switch version not have... No, from what I'm aware of, there is nothing with dry batteries with this game. So this is on Switch. And I haven't heard anyone say anything about dry batteries yet. It'll be a fun game to play with friends. Oh, big time. Like, soon as I get through, like, the main story and stuff, I think I'm probably going to try playing with other people. I feel like that could be fun. It'll at work where people could visit while you are offline. Wait, seriously? So, like, you could just bum rush people's or islands or whatever. Dude, this is going to be a fun time. Like, I would actually be able to, like, join people's islands or whatever, just do, like, a tour or whatever. It'll be interesting to see how much of my audience, though, actually gets it. How many of my audience actually gets Pokopia. Hey, just as long as it's not one of those things where it's, like, super buggy and, like, if game freaks out whenever one person leaves. Because I have, I know the RNG could get a bit messed up when the battery's dry. Peer-to-peer. Yeah, I was gonna say, the peer-to-peer connection has always caused issues. That has always caused issues for, like, almost every Nintendo game. And yeah, no. Apparently there's a few new RNG exploits with this game, though. Something with a bookcase. So, like, and here's the thing, though. You could do, like, RNG manipulation, and you could still send, like, that Pokemon or whatever to Pokemon Home. But at the same time, they added something to this ROM to where they can actually read what level your Pokemon are, how much time you put in, what you've been doing in the game. So that's something too. I don't know if... Oh my goodness, we gotta... Hi, buddy. Pokopia available for you in 40 minutes? Dude, I wish I was that lucky. It is... like 6:20 here for me right now, PM. You should just poke Pokemon Leaf Green Fire Red on Switch Online. No, I don't think so. There's a reason why I say that, because if they were to do that, you wouldn't be able to transfer Pokemon. You wouldn't be able to transfer Pokemon to Home. In my honest opinion, they should sell Coliseum and XD separately. I think they should sell XD and Coliseum separately. Or, better yet, Fire Red Leaf Green you could buy out of Nintendo Switch Online. It can connect to Pokemon Home. It can connect to XD and Coliseum. Or, you got it on Switch Online, which you could play the games, but there is no connectivity. Something like that, if they did it two separately, I think that would have been better for fans. But I feel like a lot of people that complained that it should have been on Switch Online, and they're complaining that it's $20. I think it's stupid. I genuinely think it's stupid. It's one of those things, like, with all the, with the events that they added in here, the no dry battery situation, I think it's good. Like, they actually went through this ROM and added a lot more than what people were originally thinking. Now, could they have added more to it? Yes. But is it a good price for what you're getting? I genuinely think so, yes. Genuinely, I think it's good for the price. Even though I hate game key cards, wait, why did you decide to get the physical copy then? Apparently, reason Pokemon Mainline games isn't at NSO is because of the rewind feature at save states. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they could have done the NSO and released it on NSO. But at the same time, if they sold it separately, they could have had it to where, like, if you're playing it on NSO, you cannot transfer Pokemon to Home. But if you buy the game separately... Sorry, I had to seize chat. Yeah, but I think that would have been a good way. Put a NSO, but still sell it, and just restrict what NSO can do. I was gonna say, I'd say that's good. NSO can get the rewind feature, but no trading to Home, all that good jazz. I feel like that could have been good. That would have given everyone what they wanted, and honestly, Nintendo needs more people to add, or wants more people to join their subscription service. I can sell if I don't want to play it anymore. And I was gonna say fair. I'm just getting it digitally. It's not the thing that I'm not getting the game key card just due. Like, I don't really... Because I don't like game key cards. I'm the same way. I'm not getting it physically because of that. It's more of the fact of... We don't have a GameStop close to us anymore. And I don't want to have to go into Walmart to get it right after work. And then I'm still going to have to download part of the game. They could have disabled the save states for Pokemon games, like they did for Virtual Console 3DS. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff they could have done. And I'm going to say this now, I'm just happy we got Fire Red. I think we should all genuinely just be happy that we can at least play Fire Red on the Switch now. $20 I don't think is all that much. I don't think $20 is all that much for this game. Just because it... See, that's the same with me. I literally have 6 copies of Fire Red and 6 copies of Leaf Green. Right? And I could have kept hunting with the GameCubes, but I decided to go this route because I thought it would be more fun. And honestly, I'm happy I did it this way. No, I'm not a fan of the virtual cards, or the Game Key cards. I'm still not a fan of those. The virtual cards, I don't know. I just hate the fact that, like, I want to play on my Switch, right? And it's a download game or Legend ZA DLC. I can't just boot up. I can't boot up my game when I'm on my lunch break in the car. Oh, you need to connect to internet. We need to make sure that you're able to play the game. Why do I have to do that? That irritates me so much. Like, if I want to, like, go to work and, like, do something on Pokopia, right? And I'm on a break or I'm on my lunch break, I can't do anything because I need to turn on my phone's hotspot to connect to the internet to make sure I can get in. And then I gotta turn it off. I gotta turn off my hotspot right away. I just hate the online check, like, oh, is this game actually legit? Like, bruh. Why are you doing this to me? Just stop doing this to me. Only have one profile on one Switch. Hold on. Oh, I got 2. Wait, Wait, does it stop doing that if you only got 1? Does it stop doing that if you only have 1 profile on 1 Switch? So, like, if I go through and get rid of my profiles on my 2 other Switches, then I don't have to worry about that. Dude, I hate that so much. $20 is a fair price, especially considering that it could have easily been 30 plus due to inflation rates. Yeah, and I was gonna say that's fair. And if you think about it, $20 for both of these games would equal $40. And back when Fire Red and Leaf Green came out, that's what you were looking at for one version, was $40. I'd definitely say it's a good price because you don't need to get both versions. Yeah, because I was going to say, like, I don't use my profile on my other Switches, I think, besides my OLED. So, that will stop even if it's a digital copy? If you have to complete the Pokédex, you do. Yeah, but you can't just trade with yourself, though. You can't just trade with yourself unless if you got 2 Switches. Yo, Marty, how's it going?
Hello there.
Considering the Pokemon Company, it's a good price. Well, and if you think about it, too, red, blue, and yellow, I think was, like, $5? No, it was $7.99. Gold, silver, and crystal, I thought was, like, $15, if I'm correct. So, and you know, logical step would be $5 extra for the GBA games. Oh, he is starting. I see Charlie over there walking around. He's getting fed up. Wait, $10 for me per game. Are you talking about for gold, silver, crystal? Yeah, I didn't do like red, blue, and yellow. Like, it was one of those things. I want the games if I could shiny hunt on them. If I can't shiny hunt on them, I got the regular games for it. So, I held off. Yeah, gold, silver, and crystal. I bought, Yeah, I think I got, like, one of each. I got gold, silver, and then crystal. Yeah, I am not upset the fact that I did that. Modding the 3DS, you could just download them for free. I was gonna say, a lot of people, I guarantee you, are doing that now. I'm good, but it's late here. I'll go to bed soon. How are you? Our shiny shining. So far, we have not gotten a shiny yet. Good boy, buddy. We have not gotten a shiny yet. Our luck, mind you, we're not at odds, but we have not been as lucky as Squirtle. Yeah, and this is gonna be our last day for a little bit for shiny hunting in Fire Red Leaf Green. We're gonna be taking a pivot to our Legend ZA hardcore shiny only Nuzlocke. And then we're doing Pokopia with that as well. Yo, Chucky Martinez, long time no see, dude.
Hello there.
Hold up. What's up, Blue? How are you? Recently started a Fire Red save file and began remembering how hard it was to grind levels. I am not looking forward to the grind. I know once you hit post game, it won't be so bad. There's actually a very good grind spot. But the grind for the Elite Four, to be fair, there actually is a decent way for you to grind. Right? So you run around with a full team of Meowths for a while. Where you can do items. Yeah, but don't you need, you need the Mr. Mime and the Farfetch, don't you? For that? Or can you do other Pokemon? I thought you just needed, like, a few or a few moves from those from Pokemon. Jeez, that sucks. Because, like, I wanted to shiny hunt those Pokemon. I wanted to shiny hunt those trade Pokemon. Also the Nugget method. Yeah, and I was gonna say, there's that too. But it would be nice to, like, oh, well, I got a few more experience shares, or, oh, I got a few of these. Let's see. Nothing. No, blue. Nothing with a blue border. Yeah, the last trader on Nugget Bridge. And to be fair, I might just do that at the beginning. I might do that at the beginning, or maybe I'll just say screw going for Chiding and the Mime. But to be fair, it would be fun to hunt them. Oh, but that would be a longer hunt than this. That might be a longer hunt than this. I did 60 Nugget glitches to have enough for 3 Dratinias and a box of Abras. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing too, to be fair. Like, I don't want to lose the shiny hunt for Chiding before I beat Fire Red Leaf Green games. Yeah, this is one of those things, like, I want to leave a lot of these hunts open because I personally see myself coming back to hunt on these games pretty frequently. Unless Ruby and Sapphire come out. Alright, chat. I am going to take him to go potty really quick. So, give me a hot second. We'll be right back. Oh. Gosh, darn it, chat. Hold up. I forgot my... This really doesn't matter. I don't need the headset. We didn't have sound anyways. Also, thank you, Silly Billy, for the welcome back. Yeah, I got him to pee. So, I was gonna say, he should be good. I think he's just getting frustrated. He has not had much time with me so far. You're okay, buddy. I'm sleeping on the couch with you tonight. Yeah, I'm sleeping on the couch with you again tonight, buddy. Yeah. You're okay. It's one of those things, like, I could... Chill. He's being a corgi. He is being a corgi, chat, let me tell ya. They are pretty darn vocal. Let him sit on your lap. That's just it. He's not gonna jump up. Because at the moment, Emily is gone. She's helping, babysit some kids right now, because, one of them is sick. So, she's over there right now helping. And with her not being here, he's on edge, because it broke his routine. So, whenever she's gone around this time of day, he'll, like, lay under the table and he gets, like, really antsy. Like, any little noise will, like, set him off. No, she is crazy about all those kids. Mind you, like, there's, like, 6 kids, and they're younger. So it's one of those things, like, there's a lot of kids between her family. And then, it's one of those things, like, I like kids, right? Like, I can play with kids and everything and have a fun time, but it's one of those things where it's like, there's only so much I can handle before I need a break. There's only so much I can handle before I am gonna need a break. Oh my goodness. No, but I hope she comes back soon, just because I do want her to get some rest before she goes back to work. So, yeah, they should be hitting their bedtime in about 20 minutes, I think. Because they have school tomorrow. Marley. Hey, lay down, honey. Are you talking back to me? Are you talking back to me? He's talking back to me. Let's see. No blue borders. Let's see. I'm okay with kids, but I can't really stand babies. See, that's kind of my thing, too. Once we get to, like, 5 years old, maybe a little bit older, like, there's so many more, like, activities you could do. Like, you could play catch. There's just so much more you could do. Like, I'm not very good with, like, the younger, like, toddler to, like, 3 is one of those things. I feel like I'm not, like, super great with that. I'll never have kids of my own. No, I want kids of my own. Like, I'm the last male in my family line, so, like, if I don't have any kids, like, my family name will die with me. So, I kind of want to have it. I kind of want to have a boy. Kids are, as much cute and beautiful as much as exhausting. Oh, big time. Big time. I was gonna say, like, if I was, like, a few years younger, I would definitely be able to go all crazy. But I feel like with the amount of hours that I work and everything that I have going on personally, it would just exhaust me. It would exhaust me, like, fully. Now, if I had my own kid, I feel like it would be just a smidge easier. But it would still be difficult. It would still be difficult. I'd rather be the crazy cat lady. Oh, I don't blame you. I know quite a few people that would rather do that. And to be fair, kids are expensive. And with how the economy is right now, it's hard to be able to raise a kid and, you know, have a family. It's hard for that. Like, if you raise a kid, you know, you're not really going to be able to buy all the new games. You're not going to be able to do all the stuff you want to do, possibly. It's one of those things where, you know, having a kid nowadays. It's not all it's cracked up to be. Especially, like, you're looking at money-wise, too. Like, for some people, it's hard just to pay for rent. Or house payments. Or car payments. Or groceries. Groceries is really expensive, chat. It's one of those things, like, has it gotten a little bit better grocery-wise? A little bit, yes. Is it really enough to really help? Not so much, no. Guess what? Chicken butt. Oh!
Hello there.
Hi, Gaming Dan. Did you know chicken butts are pretty expensive? Still nothing. I at least want to hit 6,000 by the end of the night. Oh, I am so excited for Pokopia tomorrow, chat. Like, I have it downloaded already. It's ready to play. Opinion on the new game? Are you talking Fire Red or Leaf Green, or are you talking about Pokopia? If you're talking Pokopia, I definitely see why everyone's excited. Like, mind you, the new Animal Crossing game that came out, New Horizons, I was not a big fan. Ow. Oh, okay. Landed water? I love Pombon. Like I said, it reminds me of my childhood dog growing up, so of course I'm going for the fire type. Besides for that, I think the game looks really good, but I'm still holding back my expectations until I see more. Now, mind you, I'm still gonna get a copy of each game because, I like shiny hunting. So I'm probably gonna get a copy of each. And potentially, if there's a special edition, depending on when the special, like a special edition Switch or whatever, if one releases, if I like it, I might get special edition too. But it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, it's gotta be good if it's gonna be $500. It's gotta be a very good special edition. And also it depends too, because next year we're gonna be doing our honeymoon in Japan. So that's something Emily wanted to do. So if it's gonna be between a honeymoon and a special edition Switch, the priority's gotta go towards the honeymoon. I'm waiting to see the evolutions of the starters. I swear, if Pombon gets on 2 feet, I'm gonna be upset. Also, Benjamin, welcome on in.
Hello there.
No, I do not want that puppy to get on 2 feet. That's gonna make me sad if it does. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, it won't be that bad. It won't be that bad. No, it's a cute, adorable puppy. Leave it a cute, adorable puppy. I saw what you did to the cute, adorable fox. You made it stand at 2 feet. Don't do it. No, literally, tape the paws to the ground. Super glue them if you have to. You know what? Super glue and tape. That puppy has to stay at on 4 feet, please. Please don't Viole me for the Villa F. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait a second. What's this villa thing that I'm hearing about? Do I need to look this up? The joke is fun when it's short, so this time they better leave about 4 paws, please. Oh, okay, soccer team. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, I don't follow soccer. Dad, on the other hand, does. No, I really don't follow sports all that much. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, football I've kind of gotten back into, like American football. Like, I could sit down and have fun watching a game. I wouldn't mind trying to give basketball a shot. Soccer as well, I wouldn't mind giving a shot. I just don't know where to watch. I got some research to do. Especially with, like, me doing longer hunts like this, chat. It would be a good idea to have something else to watch as I'm doing this. Something to listen to, because, like, mind you, some of these hunts I'm going to be doing off camera. Especially, like, with Pokopia coming out. And then we got the ZA Nuzlocke. There's quite a few things that we got, that we're going to be streaming. So, I need to get my last 2 of the shiny starters. And it'll probably be off camera, so that way we can grind to get ready for the other bigger hunts. Harley? What you doing over there, sweet pea? Staring at the gate, but sadly 18 years of supporting the village means I can't leave. That's what it's like with me and, like, all the Wisconsin teams, like, American football, you got, like, the Badgers, you got the Packers. For baseball, you got the Brewers. Like, I can't just root for a whole new team. You know, because for, like, 27 years? Yeah, 27 years. But in other news, currently shiny hunting Grimer and Let's Go, because why not? You don't see many Let's Go hunts. That is interesting. I wouldn't mind doing a Let's Go hunt. I just feel like not many people would watch. Probably more people would watch me hunt in Let's Go compared to ZA. I feel like a lot of people have had enough of ZA hunting. A lot of people had enough of bench simulators. Let's see. Nothing. Dude, I'm going to... If we get this shiny in under 6,000 encounters, I will be happy. Like, do I see it happening? No. But I'll be happy if we do. Hello, I'm new here. Also, hunting a shiny Charmander. Hope we both get lucky. I'm hoping so. We did get shiny Squirtle really under odds, and my experience with Fire Red and Leaf Green and Ruby and Sapphire for shiny hunting, if you have good luck on one hunt, the next hunt, you're tend to gonna hit odds or go over. That's been my experience. But I'm hoping you get some luck, Trico, with your Charmander. I am honestly hoping one of us gets lucky. I don't know why, but Let's Go is like my favorite Pokemon game. Call me a child, but genuinely love it. No, I don't blame you at all. Like, my fiance, she loves Let's Go. It's what got her back into Pokemon. She got out of Pokemon, I think it was, Gold, Silver, and Crystal. She got out of Pokemon, but then Let's Go brought her back in. And Scarlet and Violet killed her hopes and dreams. She loved Sword and Shield. She absolutely loved BDSP. But that Scarlet and Violet came and kind of destroyed Pokemon for her. He's like ripping out all of his blankets out of his kennel. Charlie! He's just standing in his kennel, staring at me as he's trying to rip blankets out. Before every reset, which just costs me time. Yeah, I was gonna say that does cost quite a bit of time. But it's one of those things too, if you decided not to nickname it, there is a nickname raider, I believe, in Saffron? Like, there is a way to change your nickname for your Pokemon. It just comes a little later. So Let's Go, it's the only game my girlfriend will play. She tried Legends Arceus, but couldn't get to grips with it. Oh, she loved Arceus too. It was just one of those things, like, I don't know what it was about Let's Go, but it was like the game that we actually like connected with. So yeah, because at that time, my fiance Emily was actually co-commentating with another streamer at the time. but no one in that community was like really interested in it or anything. That's why she came over to our community, because we liked Let's Go. Like, our biggest video ever is literally from Let's Go. That's because Unlisted Leaf made or put us in a video or something weird like that. Charlie! Stop! You can pull your blankets up, but don't pull the whole kennel. Turd. I think it's in Lavender Town. I'm too lazy, but I don't want to wait that long. Is it Lavender Town? Well, either way, I don't blame ya. Like, to be fair, if I was doing, like, a full playthrough, I would be doing the same thing. Like, if I was doing a shiny-only playthrough, definitely be doing the same thing. Jeez, Charlie. Alright, chat. Give me a sec. I'm gonna pull his blankets out of there just so he stops dragging that kennel on my hardwood floor. In his chat. No, he was trying to get his kennel, or his blankets out of his kennel, but it was like wrapped underneath, so he was like pulling the whole kennel as he was trying to reef that blanket out of there. I just don't like how the best shiny hunting method changes every 20 minutes. You see, I know Anubis went in and did some data mining for it. I still do it the same way, where I'll catch like 32 Pokemon and I'll run around. I have not changed it ever since. The name Rander's in Lavertown. Also, hellos. Yo, Strawberry Lexi, how's it going?
Hello there.
Oh my goodness. If you're hunting on Fire Red and Leaf Green, I wish you luck as well. The full odds hunts, like the 1 in 8,000 hunts, are not to be trifled with. Oh, going after the fan, bud? Yeah, that's how I'm doing it. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, I'm okay if a hunt takes longer. Don't get me wrong. It makes it more interesting for, especially, like, if I'm doing it live. Like, it makes it more interesting for the viewers if it's gonna take longer or if there's something interesting going on with it. And, like, for example, like, my Jirachi took 2.5 years. And that's, like, literally, like, my favorite story to tell. That or my Phanpy. My Safari Zone Phanpy in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Which we're gonna end up hunting for in Fire Red and Leaf Green as well. I just hope it's not a version exclusive. I need to double check if it's a version exclusive, because that would be like my pickup mod too. I want to have a full, like, I'm literally just gonna have a full team of like Meowths or Phanpys, and then we're gonna have the False Swipe and Spore Pokemon be Parasect. That's what we're going for. Dude. So I was going through a bunch of my old hard drives, Rex, by the way. The screen in the middle is left black. Hold on. Oh, that's right. I didn't... Hold on. You guys are going to be seeing something interesting on your screen for a second. Edit. Paste. Hold on. Copy. And edit. Paste reference. Then I gotta do Alt. Which screen is it? Ah, it's that one. Let me get this fixed. I don't know why this one wasn't put back on. Boop that down. Perfect. Okay. And have that one be there. Cool, seeing how dedicated you were to that hunt. Honestly, if I can go back to that hunt, I would. I would do that hunt again. The only thing is, I'm down to 1 Jirachi disc. I had to sell the other 3. Yeah, the Squirtle's back. I was gonna say the screen might end up going... Oh, there we go. Nope, no nickname for the Charmander. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know why I didn't put that back on, but it's back on now. We did get the shiny female Squirtle, so we got lucky. Just the nature is just not that good. Wait a second, something is weird. Aha! Wait. Not gonna lie, seeing it like this, chat just looks so scuff. Just seeing the layout like this looks so scuffed. And we're back. Oh my goodness. No, Rex, I think we're gonna be doing another big hunt like that. I want to do another hunt like that, and I think we're gonna go for... I would like to either do the under-level Dragonair in the Safari Zone, or for the Chansey. It's gonna be one of those. And I figured, if we do get Ruby and Sapphire back, we're gonna do ribbon quests for a lot of our interesting shinies as well. I want to do some ribbon quests, because all the ribbons that you can get in Diamond and Pearl, you can get in BDSP. The only games we'd be missing for ribbons would be Sun and Moon, and X and Y. Those are the only ribbons that we are going to be missing out on. I wish my metabolism worked as fast as my anxiety. I'd be like, I need to lock in, and it's just me moving the clothes from the washer to the dryer. Bruh. Yeah, how's your dieting been going, Space Ghost? I know that you've been putting in a lot of work for that. How's that been doing, my dude? I only have 3 shinies on Let's Go. I want to try to get more. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I want to go back and shiny hunt on some of these older games. Like, I know not many people are interested in BDSP, but the radar was fun. Let's Go would be fun to hunt in again. I just think it's going to be one of those things where it might take a little bit for us to go back and do a lot of these older games. We got cooked on the playground. Big metal slide was the baking sheet. I got lucky. Our slide was literally like this thick plastic. It was like this thick plastic, and you were fine as long as you were wearing long sleeves. But you would always get like this burn just going down your shoulder, or like your like the back of your legs, and then you got your elbows. Like they would just treasure I found the other day. Didn't you find a PS3? It was a PS3 Fat, I believe. Right? I think that's what it was, because we were talking about the price of the PS3, but I was looking at the Slim, because the Slim was backwards compatible. I feel bad for Charlie. He's getting anxious. I am definitely going to need to give him some playtime after stream chat. He is going to need some playtime after stream. See if Emily messaged me back yet. Nothing. We're golden. Yeah, no, but I want to try to do some more interesting hunts. I was going to say, I feel like the newer games, it would be one of those things where if I got a little free time, I'll jump on, I'll do some extra hunting. Go for any of the alpha Pokemon I'm missing. Besides for that, I kind of like, I wouldn't mind trying to do like the family of 3 Mousehold or the 3-segment Dunsparce. Like 3-segment Dunsparce on Fire Red and Leaf Green. We should do that. Not growing up in the UK, those trenches, playgrounds were just like cast iron slides filled with water because of the rain, and the swing was just unethically rusty. No, that sounds like our swing sets were ridiculously rusty. It was obnoxious. I remember that. Oh yeah, PS3 Slim. Now my buddy texted me saying he found a factory sealed copy of Super Mario. What? A factory sealed copy of Mario Party. Does he know what he's sitting on? Like, I don't mean, like, don't sell it. Here. There we go. I should probably have this Joy-Con up front so I can easily flick it, because it's gonna go dim on me all the time. Oh, super... I don't know why I was thinking of, like, Mario Party 64. I mean, like, that's still pretty cool. Like, dude, have him sit on it. Have him sit on that. Don't sell it. Don't open it. Like, stuff like that's cool to have. Like, I love getting, like, interesting products that are still sealed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing. He asked me if I want it. Absolutely. And it's not going to get open. Yeah, don't open that. Like, it's not, like, the rarest Mario Party in the world, but it's one of those things, like, if you want to sell it somewhere down the line, the Switch is going to be a huge system to collect for. I don't think the Switch 2 will be all that big just due to how many game key cards we got, but the original Switch is going to be huge to collect for. I can tell you that much. Right, I'm going to call it a night because it just turned midnight over here. Haha, good luck with your hunt. Hey, thank you, Benjamin.
Hello there.
I was going to say, today is probably going to be the last day we hunt in Fire Red and Leaf Green for a little bit. We do have our hardcore only, or shiny only Nuzlocke. Hardcore shiny only Nuzlocke for Legends EA. And then I would like to get that finished. And we also have Pokopia as well. So... And I am very, very interested in Pokopia. I want to at least get a few streams of that. The bro is excited. And it's funny, like, I'm not even, like, the biggest fan of, like, the newer Animal Crossing. The GameCube one was a boatload of fun. But, like, for some reason, like, the newer one, it didn't last as long for me as I thought it would. I just lost interest pretty quick. But Pokopia seems like it will probably keep my interest way longer. And I think it also helps that it's Pokemon. Mario Party 3, then we're talking. No, Emily wants inbox Mario Party 3. So Mario Party 3 and Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie, she wants inbox. Yeah, the only inbox stuff that I want Pokemon Emerald. And Pokemon Snap, honestly. Pokemon Snap and Pokemon Emerald are the games that I would really want sealed, or not even sealed, just like the box for them. So, but it's one of those things, I don't want to do that until we get our upstairs done and we can have our stream room look like what it used to be again. With all the lights, the posters of the thumbnails that would take like $35 to print, but it was cool to have them back there. All the plushes out again. Because I'm not gonna add any more to the game collection until that upstairs is done, and that ain't gonna be cheap either, my friend. That's gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna be a lot of 12-hour shifts, a lot of grinding. Also, Marty, I think you'll have much fun with Pokopia. I'm hoping so, man. I'm hoping so. Like, I don't buy many games. Hold on. Arriving today? Is this still arriving? I swear to bejeebers. I ordered, So I ordered this blood pressure gauge and stuff because I've been having, like, I don't know if I'm breathing something in weird, but I've been having, like, these weird chest pains. So I got this just to see if my blood pressure's weird or anything. And it was supposed to be delivered yesterday. It said it would be delivered today. Well, now it's like, your package is delayed due to a late arrival at our Amazon facility. Please, previously expected date. We're sorry for the delay. Oh. I would like Soul Silver with the Pokeball thing with the screen. Dude, I want the Pokewalker. I would love the Pokewalker. I had it as a kid. I only had I had a Heart Gold Soul Silver. My Heart Gold was a copy that someone lost at school, but I found out who it was, but they moved away, so I couldn't give it back to them. And then my copy of Soul Silver is Japanese. Alright, hold on. Gee. Sorry about that, chat. No, Charlie is gone into the bedroom. Oh my goodness. I got Vigilante 8 in the second game on the box. Here, Charlie. Up. You wanna jump up? Bud. I think you're gonna need a bath. People want to see your cute face, Charlie. Come on. He's just trying his hardest to get your attention. Oh, I know. Like I said, I feel bad because, like, I came home, I took a nap, then I woke up rushing to get stream ready. So once I get done with stream, which I think we're gonna go until we hit 6,000 encounters, and then I think we might call her quits. We are going to be streaming tomorrow and Friday, so we're adding an extra stream day into the mix. So I think that kind of equals out. But if we don't get the shiny Charmander, then that's going to... Yeah, no, Charlie's like that. Like, if me and Emily hug, if we hold hands, he flips out. He wants the attention. If he doesn't have all of our attention, then he gets upset. Hear that, Charlie? He's a great dog, though. Genuinely. With his social anxiety and everything, like... Or I guess I shouldn't say social. His separation anxiety. Like... You're still a good dog. Oh my goodness. A cutie patootie, that's for sure. I would love to get the DK64 in the box. Dude, I just feel bad, like, for me, because, like, all the stuff I want in box is going to be, like, pretty much Pokemon related, right? Pokemon related stuff is so expensive the farther you go back. It gets ridiculously expensive. Yeah, no, he really is just trying his hardest to get my attention. Because his other source of attention is gone, and he doesn't understand why. Normally, she would be home, sitting on the couch over there, she would be petting him, giving him a bunch of attention, or she would be laying in bed, and he would be playing with her. Aw, buddy. Ooh, cool. Wait. There's even a Donkey Kong. pinball game out there. Okay, the slot machine I was aware, the pinball one not so much. Oh, I guess another boxed game I would really like is one of the Mega Man Battle Network games from GBA. That would be a fun one. Do you ever want to get a second for Charlie? Here's the thing, we would love to, but he's already weird when it comes to attention. We don't think he's gonna handle that very well. We think he's a single... I think we're gonna end up being a single dog family with him. Like, it wouldn't be fair for him because he has to have all the attention, right? He's gotta have all the attention, and if we bring another dog in the mix, you know how he's gonna react. We don't know how he's gonna react. Like, as much as I would love a second dog, because like, growing up, we've always had a pair of dogs. We've always had 2 dogs, right? But with him, I think it might be a little dangerous for him and the second dog. And then at the same time, he's already pretty high needs and maintenance to begin with. So, he has enough personality for 2 dogs. I need to go back to do my homework now. I'm almost done with college, I swear. It was nice popping in and streaming and chatting again. Good luck on your hunting. Hey, Rexbot, thank you. If you get bored, tomorrow and Friday we will be doing Pokopia. So it will be something a little bit more than just random talks. We will be talking about the game. So if you're interested, there's always that. Gives you something to lurk on. I may have a buyer for the PS2. I'll take $90. Really? I'm surprised people are interested in with the PS2 when they could just get a PS3 Slim. Honestly surprised with that. Dogs are really susceptible to changes, so it's reasonable that he does like this for the reason you're saying. No, dogs are creatures of habit. Dogs are creatures of habit. It's one of those things. Like if I say, like, it's time for a BED, he'll run right to the bedroom. He knows exactly what I mean. Or if I say, well, all right, he'll normally get up and freak out. And then he'll start trying to herd me back. Like, he's aware of, like, what a word means right around when I say it, how I say it. Or Emily leaves, or comes back late, right? Throws him for a loop. Or if I come back, lately I've been coming home at 2:30. But if I come home at 4:30 after work, dude, it throws him off. He will literally sit by the door and wait. Like, he is aware, like, oh, it's 4:50, it takes me about 20 minutes to get home from work. So, oh, it is 5, say it's 5 o'clock. He'll be home in 5 minutes. He will literally be sitting by our front door with his ball, ready to see me come up the driveway. Like, I don't know how he knows it. Like, it's literally, like, I don't, like, you count the time. Literally, like, what it feels like, he counts the time. He's a very smart dog. Aren't you? Don't do the paw thing here. I don't like it when you're balancing on one paw, bud. No, he tries putting his paw on top of my hand. And I hate it when he does that, because, like, he's got one paw on the arm, right? And he's balancing himself with one paw. I don't like that. Years ago, I found that the PS2, wait, at a Goodwill for like $35. That's a good price. What are you doing? Nothing. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I still have my PS2 fat. I still have the PS2 fat model. Like, I wouldn't mind getting that booted up again. But at the same time, I can't really think of a game that I would really play on it. Besides for, like, Metal Gear. Like, Metal Gear Solid. I'm trying to remember. Like, I have one. I got, like, the very first Metal Gear Solid, but I'm trying to remember if I have any other ones. What about a cat? My dog was getting kind of sad. Then we got this street cat, which doesn't like to cuddle. So my dog has no jealousy. I'm the only... I mean, like, I'm not against getting a cat. It just depends on, like, because I'm allergic to dogs and cats. My allergies for dogs aren't as bad as what they used to be. I would need to see what my cat allergies look like, because it would get to the point where, like, I'm, like, completely stuffed up. Like, I can't breathe out of my nose. I turn into a mouth breather. Now, would I still, if that was the case, would I still be against it? No, but it would have to be just the right cat. My dad's cat loves watermelon for some reason. No, and Emily wants cats, too. So it's one of those things, like, I'm not against it, but I feel like we would need to get the upstairs done because we don't have that much space on the bottom floor. So the cat wouldn't really have a lot of room to, like, run and hide. No, well, okay. Okay. Here's the kicker, Marty. Here's the kicker. I've had people, why don't you just take allergy medication? I can't. I am allergic to allergy medications. My mouth will literally break out in canker sores. So I can't even take allergy medications. And I'm allergic to, like, pollen. On top of that, by the way, so, like, when ragweed season hits, I am a hot mess. A ridiculously hot mess. And I can't take any sort of allergy medications for it. No, I remember, I'm trying to remember what it was for, but my dad tried giving me Benadryl, right? And all of a sudden, my mouth just broke out in canker sores. It was like, okay, well, we can't give you this anymore. Tried giving me Claritin. Same thing happened. There was, like, 2 other ones. One broke out in canker sores. The other one just gave me, it was like a horrible, horrible migraine. So, you have allergy 2.0. And the funny thing is, like, I'll look it up, right? Like, last time I looked it up, like, I have not found a single person that's actually allergic to allergy medications. I just don't know if it's something very specific that's in, like, most common ones. But I wouldn't mind, you could take these allergy tests, at the doctor's, right? And they'll give you, like, a bunch of different foods. That's how they figure out if you're lactose intolerant, if you're allergic to, like, pork or, like, other products. That could be a way to figure out if I'm allergic to something very, like, a very specific thing in, like, Benadryl or Claritin. Because there's gotta be a similar mixture of chemicals or whatever that they put in there, right? So those are also really freaking expensive. Those are pretty expensive. I can't justify going in, spending a ridiculous amount of money that my insurance won't cover. Because my insurance won't cover that. Oh, the American healthcare system, chat. American healthcare system at its finest. As I sit here taking a drink of a can of Mountain Dew. Yeah, but no. Long story short, I'm not against getting a cat. I think it's just gonna have to be one of those things where we're gonna need to wait for the upstairs to at least get partially done. Because that cat's gonna need a place to run away if it gets annoyed of Charlie. Good boy, buddy. The minute she hears the foil come out of the bowl of watermelon, she's right there by the sink, scratching for a piece. That's like this guy. Anytime he hears like a wrapper open, or hears the fridge or the freezer open, he's right there by the gate. And if he smells bacon, he goes ballistic. I don't know what it is with him and bacon. He literally just goes nuts. And like, mind you, he likes celery. He loves carrots, right? He loves all the weird food. We're gonna do some more encounters, by the way, chat. We're not gonna stop at 6,000. We're gonna go a little bit longer, because why not? Why not? We're having some good talks. No, it's like he is such a food hound, but for some reason, bacon. Like, he won't go crazy. Like, I'll give him, like, a little bit. Like, if I have, like, a vanilla popsicle or whatever, I'll have him... I have, like, a little bit of vanilla left. I'll let him have a few licks of that. But it's weird. It's something with the bacon. He just goes crazy over. That's the only thing I like about Italy. The fact, you Americans have to pay... No! Oh, my God. So... Back when I was in Wisconsin, my dad had a heart attack, right? And my work, we worked at the same place. They refused to let him drive. So he had to pay for an ambulance. And it was like half a mile to get from his work to the hospital. They charged him over $2,000. No needles. No nothing. They just put him in the back of the ambulance and they just drove him half a mile. And it was over $2,000. That's why I refuse. Like, if something's ever happening to me, don't put me in an ambulance. Put me in my car and drive. Just drive as fast as you can. Like, I refuse to do an ambulance. How long have you been doing this hunt? Well, so far, we are at 6,015 encounters. Say, it's about 800 encounters per 2 hours. Oh yeah, that packaging coming today. So, 800... Actually, we'll do 400. And then divide it. I'm trying to think of the time. I would say about 15 hours, time frame wise. That's BS. And our tax dollars pay for police and fire. Yeah, I was gonna say, to be fair, the police force has not been very good lately. Like, I know they're doing what they can with what they have, but with the rising crime rates, it's not Uber Eats. We get Uber Emergency. Well, that's just it. Now, Uber Eats, right? Like, even that is like a struggle for a lot of people. Not DoorDash. We get E-Dash for Emergency Dash. No, it gets ridiculous when it comes to, like, the ambulance systems. Like, I refuse to do an ambulance. Like, I passed out at work, my first year living in Ohio. Like, I literally, like, passed out. I think I had COVID. Like, my temperature was, like, 103. I ended up, throwing up onto some of the machinery, and I literally fainted. And they put me on a stretcher, and they're like, okay, well, we're gonna take you. It's like, no, I'm fine. My girlfriend's gonna pick me up and take me home. Yeah, no, it was bad. Like 103 fever, working in the back with a bunch of heavy machinery. And luckily, like, my area, like, I could sit and still work. So I was able to sit and still work, but I was, like, so out of it. Like, I had to change, like, this big heavy coil of sheet metal. And as soon as I got up, I got partway there. I'm like, oh no, I'm not making it. I'm going down. Whoa. Oh, but they were like, no, we need to take you in an ambulance. You need to go to the hospital. I was like, no, I'm fine, just going home. No, and even, like, the supervisors were walking out with me to my car. It's like, you're not gonna drive, are you? It's like, no, I got a ride. Are you sure? We just want to make sure you're not gonna drive. No, I'm fine. I promise. Dude, that was a pain. That sucked. No, but if I would have had to pay, like what was that? That would have been about a mile. I feel like about a mile drive. So that would have been over $2,000 right there that I would have paid for an ambulance. Amber lamps. See, nothing. New name for a hearse, the dead sled. I mean, that's actually not a bad name. That's actually not a bad name for a hearse. go to 6,500, chat. And then I think we should call her quits. Give Charlie some attention. Give him some love. And then I should probably give him some playtime before we go to bed as well. I think is going to be a good call. Let's see. No luck on the Mander. Yeah, I was really hoping we can get the shiny Charmander today, chat. We did get quite a few encounters, though. Like I said, on average, we look at about 800 encounters per stream. The entire club up in Michigan based on first cars. Just person around. Wait, that's actually a thing? Okay, whoever came up with that is a genius. Whoever came up with that name is literally a genius. Nothing. Baby boy. You could stop making me sad by looking at me like that now. Oh my goodness. See, this is what having a Corgi is like. They always look at you. And they always look at you with this knowing face. And it's like, I'm judging you for not paying attention. And it's like that all the time. I witnessed it at a big car show I go to every year. The old school hearse from the early 90s. The big gumball light on top. Oh, I didn't realize they had a gumball light on top. Would there be any scenario where you would call an ambulance? No. You're not trying to start something. It's one of those things, like, if it's, like, my fiance is, like, really, really hurt, and it was like, okay, I think, like, she's having a heart attack, I would. My money would be very well spent there. But if it was me, I'm like my old man, I would just, I'm having a heart attack, I guess I'm going to drive. I'm going to drive myself to the hospital, it's close enough. Like, that would end up being me. Your ambulance, comes even if it's not urgent. And it's just as precaution at no cost. Of course, unless they are already, full because of other urgent cases. But we also have a lot of people who do volunteer for ambulance services. Yeah, like, here, it's just not even worth it. Like, most people, like, if an ambulance is offered to them, they won't even bother. Because, like, the amount of medical debt that you could drown in, like, my buddy just finished paying off this medical bill that he had from when he was 17. And mind you, he's 28. It took him 11 years to pay off medical debt. And mind you, he's making like $30 an hour with really not many other bills to pay besides for rent and food. And it still took him that long to pay it. No, it gets ridiculous. And especially like if you don't have good insurance or anything like that. Yeah, and even if you do not have health insurance, you still get penalized. You will still get penalized if you don't have health insurance or dental or vision. You get penalized. You get feed when it comes to tax season. So like if you get laid off, right, and you can't afford a house, you can't afford rent, you can't afford a car, you can't afford food, but you'll still get penalized for not having health insurance, and they will fine you for that. It's stupid. Like, if you don't want health insurance, you shouldn't be forced to have it, right? Some people genuinely, it's like, I got laid off, you know, I can't have health insurance for half the year. They can't afford to do like some sort of monthly payment for it. No, things are already tight. Luckily enough for me, I really have not been in a situation that long to where it affected me all that much. But just because I have, it doesn't mean other people haven't either. Other people have been in that situation, and I bet it was not easy. School 2 costs a lot more, doesn't it? Oh, no. You see, a lot, like my family and a lot of people in the U.S. agree that college in the U.S. is a scam. College in the U.S. is useless. Health insurance? It's close to $100 a week comes out of my paycheck for health insurance, but I get health, dental, and vision. So all that wrapped up together is about $100 a week. Now, like I said with college, like a lot of people here in the US see it as a joke because it's one of those things where and I could say this for certain. So there was this law firm that I worked at. It was one that my grandma, she was working, doing taxes at. She was their tax person. So the owner of that law firm, his daughter went to college, right? 8 years to go for law. No place would take her, right? No place would take her. So the only other option she had, she worked at McDonald's. And now she runs, it was like 3 or 4 separate McDonald's in that city. She has a law degree and is working at a McDonald's. And that's what it's like for like a lot of people. That is what it's like for a lot of people. They go to college, they try to find a job, and then they can't find a job after school. It's because no one's looking. No one's looking to hire new people because it gets expensive to hire all these people. And then you got tools like AI. Like AI, I would say is replacing some of the jobs. Not all of them, but some of them. It's just one of those things where people that are going to school right now are not going to be, they're not going to be seeing their returns. Especially with like AI in the picture too, we don't know what things are going to look like. Yeah. I was going to say for people that want to make like a good living that are like just getting out of high school, I would say the trades. The trades are good, like plumbing, electrician, stuff like that, cuz a robot's not going to be able to replace you. AI's not going to be able to replace you. You're going to be good for a while. Now, if you want to do some schooling or do some self-taught stuff, like some of the stuff that's at the universities, I would say definitely. But I wouldn't put yourself in a hole. Like my stepdad, for example, he is a structural engineer. Makes good money. Mind you, he's like 62, I believe. He's 62, 63. He's still paying off his school. And he makes good money. Good money. And he's still paying that. He's got another, I think he said like another 5 to 10 years of paying for college. And I think it was like 8 years that he's paying for. So that is a problem we have too. You have a degree, but at least we are able to choose universities that are cheap. Like, you see, for something like that, like if it's something that's going to be a little bit cheaper, then yeah, that's fine. But there are no cheap options. You good? No, I had to pull it out because he was trying to drag his blankets out of the kennel. And he was moving the whole kennel. Oh, that's fine. I'm doing one more encounter hunt and then I'm done with stream. Why? Does it involve children? Pray for me, chat. Great! You threw me under the bus, so if we say no, that is my fault! Alright, hold on, like for example, I don't know, since I'm poor, I can't pay only that amount. People that are richer pay more instead of. Fair. It's one of those things, like, I don't know. In America, I do think college is a scam. In other places, I feel like they implement it a lot better. But I feel like for a lot of people, like, in America right now, the trades, I feel like, are a very good system. But it also depends where you're at. Like, if you're in a smaller area, definitely the trades. But if you're in a bigger city, I can't really say for sure. I don't live in a big city. I never have, so... But alright, guys. We are gonna end stream. We're gonna end stream for the day. We got quite a few encounters in. Tomorrow, though, we will be doing Pokopia, and Friday we'll do Pokopia as well, so... Hopefully, everyone's excited for that. And, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. I appreciate it, and I am sorry about my TED Talk, by the way. Going off about a lot of real-world stuff. Normally, I don't do that, but today, it's one of those things. It was a hard day, so it's kind of hard to hold back a little bit. I do apologize. Hello, and have a good day. Serenity Fang, thank you for stopping on in.
Hello there.
Anyways, guys, hopefully you all have enjoyed, and I'll see everyone tomorrow for some Pokopia. Bye-bye!